David Blatt said Sunday he was concerned about the long layoff the Cavs faced, and now you see why. Cavs fall tonight to the Chicago Bulls 99-92 in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. I'm Jason Lloyd, Cavaliers beat writer for the Akron Beacon Journal, Ohio.com, joined by columnist Marla Ridenour. Marla, the start tonight was fairly awful. I don't know how else you could say it.
Oh, I just expected LeBron and Kyrie to take over from the opening tip, and it seemed like, I don't know where they were. I didn't know where their aggression was. Mike Dunleavy looked like an all-star. Everything was wrong from the get-go, and the adjustments I just thought were too slow in coming.
Yeah, the Dunleavy thing was curious to me. I've, of course, been Mike Miller's biggest supporter this whole season, saying he's going to win a playoff game. He fell a little short tonight. I didn't understand starting Miller out defensively on Dunleavy. If you want to start him, fine. But you sort of waste LeBron on Joakim Noah, who's not an offensive threat at all. And I guess it's probably to try and rest him at the start, defensively at least. But to make Mike chase Dunleavy around the perimeter just destroyed him. And like you said, Dunleavy had 13 points in the first 6 minutes of the game or so, and then you got to make the sub. You got to pull Mike out of the game, put Tristan in. I just thought it would make a little bit more sense to start Mike on someone who's offensively inefficient like Noah and leave LeBron for the better wing defenders. But they fell in that big hole. No one could come out. They did come out. They had to fight their way out of it. They tied the game, and then right back on the 15-point run in the third quarter for the Bulls. The Cavs defense, I thought, I was really disappointed in their pick and roll coverage and just the way that they handled it. What did you see, I guess, in the third quarter when Chicago ran out again after the Cavs tied it?
When the Cavs tied it, I'm really thinking that now we got a game of it. But they never could get the lead. It seemed like everybody was chasing their man too late, or I don't know. And I was also wondering, they needed somebody besides Kyrie and LeBron to step up at that point and give them a boost offensively, and they didn't get that either. So the defense was falling apart, and they needed one more person to come through in that clutch time, and instead the Bulls just took over.
Yeah, Amon Shumpert, I think, had 22 points. He was trying to be that third wheel, but I tweeted during the game, if the Cavs are relying on Amon Shumpert to take those shots in the fourth quarter, I think Tom Thibodeau is going to live with the results of that. The third quarter defense, particularly the pick and roll on Pau Gasol, was again confusing to me. It looked like a communication breakdown. Wasn't sure, on some of the Cavs have switched so much on their defensive pick and roll coverages this year. It looked like Tristan switched, and then Kyrie chased Derek at times and left Powell wide open. There's one or two times where Timofey tried to recover and get out to Powell, and it looked like Timo was actually in the wrong, but it wasn't. It was just the poor communication, the lack of rotation defensively on the backside, just a lot of problems all the way around. Plenty for the Cavs to clean up going into Game 2. It's really their backs are against the wall. You certainly don't want to be in an 0-2 deficit going to Chicago. So LeBron said, we're going to watch film and try and get better from this. We'll see what they come up with. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you Game 2 Wednesday night.